Hi, welcome back to the farm. My name's Roz, also known as Passion Flower, and you'll find me here each week talking about my farming and creative life. I've talked before about how I think it's important to take care of yourself, and so at the beginning of this week I was away from the farm for a couple of days and I was on a women's wellness retreat. I went with the same group of friends that I took the girls' weekend away with earlier in the year, and it was nice to go to something that was structured and run by someone else and that was educational and informative, and also quite a community spirit about it. There were about 16 like-minded women who were all there to experience the retreat. We had 2 full days that included yoga and stretching exercises, different information sessions on health, plenty of free time to sit and chat and look out at the beautiful view and craft a little bit and read a book. And also there was the opportunity to go for bushwalks either as a group or by yourself. And all of the food was prepared by an amazing chef, and we got to experience real raw food that was really clean and nourishing. It was a really great 2 days to just experience everything that they had to offer and to relax and to take in all of the information. I think doing things like that is really affirming in terms of reinforcing good habits that you already have, but also giving you some really solid ideas about other ways that you might be able to improve your health and to take care of yourself. Last week I shared a lot of the spring flowers that are out, and this week I ventured into our little veggie patch to see what is going on in there. At the moment we only have the small veggie patch that's right by the house, mainly because of the availability of water, and hopefully that will change within the next year and we'll be able to expand to have a much larger veggie patch. Part of the retreat has re-inspired me to want to be able to grow our own food, a lot more of our own food, and to be eating seasonally and then planning and preparing and preserving what we have to be able to use year round. But in our patch right now we have quite a lot, even though it is a small space. We have fennel and asparagus, rhubarb still, silver beet, some snow peas, but they're struggling a little bit, and broad beans. There's also herbs which we can use as well. So it's a good start, and everything is about ready to harvest now. So in the next week or so, most of that will end up being taken out and used. Then it'll be trying to figure out what we're going to try and plant over summer that may be able to sustain not much water, or we might just let what's in there currently go to seed and see how it goes by itself without much tending to. For the past 2 weeks we've had the goats over in the yard where our clothesline is. I talked about how we put them in there to try and get the grass down because it was really high and it was hard to get the mower in. So we brought them back over to the house this morning. They've done an incredible job. It's much tidier than it was before. We probably just need to get in there now with the whippersnipper and the mower and just tidy up a few bits and pieces and maybe take it right down quite low. But we decided it was time to bring them back over to the house. I think they were starting to get a little bored. Yesterday I was watching them and they were headbutting the fence and trying to push to get through either to Nassie to play or out to the other side to get the grass that they couldn't reach through the fence. So bringing them back to the house will stop that boredom because the area is much larger and they can now start on all of the grass that has grown while they've been out. The other reason that we needed to bring them back across to the house was that we've started to have lovely weather where we can hang our washing out on the line, but we haven't been able to do that because the goats have been in there and there is no way we would hang any of our clothes because they would definitely be eating them if they could. I've been working on a new colour, a colour that is inspired by and especially for Unwind Craft Cafe. They are hosting a cruise in January, and part of the cruise is a really special goodie bag that all of the participants get, and I will be providing some of my yarn for that goodie bag. It's been fun to take an inspiration that's different from what I would normally choose and to create something that is going to be exclusive and special just for this group of people. Now here's a little sneak peek at what it looks like, and my next step with this is to knit it up into a sample and see if it's come out the way that I wanted it to. I'm really happy so far. I've just done a prototype and I may up some of the colours and play around with it a little bit more before the final version is ready. So by knitting it up, I'll get an idea of what it really looks like, and then I will work to develop it to its final stage and get the full batches done and sent to Unwind. Well, that's it for another week. Thanks for spending some time with me. If you're enjoying these videos, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I look forward to seeing you next week on the farm. Bye.